What if I told you that most $10 million producers are a lot closer to becoming $100 million producers than you think? Not because they need better leads though, not because they need a bigger team, not because they need a better market either, and definitely not because they need another webinar to go to. After more than 25 years in the business, I've had a front row seat to a lot of phenomenal producers at all levels. I've watched loan officers struggle to hit 5 million. I've watched producers build $25 million businesses, and I've sat across the table from people doing $100 million plus. And here's what surprised me. The gap isn't nearly as big as people think. In fact, if I dropped most $10 million producers into a $100 million producer's business tomorrow, it would probably fail. But not because they aren't talented, not because they aren't smart, because they haven't built the habits required to sustain that level of production in business. So today I'm going to show you the 5 biggest differences that I've seen. And the last one might surprise most of you. Number 1, they protect their time. A $10 million producer reacts to their day. A $100 million producer controls their day. The average producer starts the morning, they check their emails, they look at their texts, their notifications that pop on their phone, they look at their social media, they laugh, they giggle, they put out some fires. Before they know it, half the day is gone. Top producers, a little bit different. They treat their day by creating revenue activities first, prospecting, follow-up, referral partner conversations, database outreach. They do the highest production items first. And that's how they build their morning. And they protect it very aggressively because they understand something that most people miss. Revenue is usually created before lunch. Think about that. If your best hours are spent reacting to everyone else's priorities, why are you surprised when your results look average? Being busy is not the same as being productive. And a lot of us get lost in that. And that's where most producers lose, in fact. But that's not the biggest mistake that I see. This next one costs people more business than they ever even realize. So number 2, they follow up with value. A $10 million producer follows up until it feels uncomfortable. A $100 million producer follows up with purpose. Most average follow-up sounds kind of like this. Let me know if you've heard this before. Hey, just checking in. Hey, I want to follow up any updates. Hey, we just want to see if you're still interested. That's not a follow-up. That's hoping. Okay, that's hoping. Elite producers bring value each and every time they reach out. They give a market update. They follow up with an updated payment strategy, a new program that just got released, a referral connection that could actually do benefit to the person, a solution to a problem, because most opportunities don't die when someone says no. They die because someone stopped showing up for them to begin with. And that's really what this is about. So one of the other things that I've learned, the producer who stays valuable the longest, they usually win. Not the most talented, not the smartest. This next one is where a lot of producers start getting uncomfortable because they know they should be doing this, but they aren't. So number 3, they stay visible. A $10 million producer shows up when they need business. A $100 million producer stays visible before they need business. They call referral partners. They engage in past clients. They look for activities to be in their communities. They attend events. They create content. They say top of mind for all around because they understand a brutal truth. If people don't see you, they forget you. And that's not an insult to you, okay? If you don't realize that you've been forgotten and then just waiting for that phone call to come in, that's where the challenge is. So visibility isn't vanity. Visibility is a business development strategy. And every year I watch talented loan officers lose opportunities to less talented loan officers for one big reason. The less talented person was visible. The market rewards the visibility, not invisibility. And that leads directly into the next difference because visibility without accountability, it doesn't create growth. So number 4, they track activity, not just results. Most producers track closings. Top producers track what creates the closings. You got to know where to put your time, your energy, and your efforts, right? So they know how many calls it took. They know how many calls they made. They know how many referral meetings they went to. They know how many they're out there that they missed from the last week, the last month, how many applications they took, how many credit reports they've looked at, how many past clients they've contacted, how many leads are sitting right in front of them for follow-up. Because by the time you're looking at closings, the work is already happening. So a $10 million producer, you might be thinking, what are they doing? What's the difference? They measure the outcomes. A $100 million producer, they actually measure the behaviors because what gets measured gets improved. And what's getting ignored usually becomes the excuse later. Think about it. If production dropped next month, would you know exactly why? Or would you just blame the market? Which brings me to the biggest. And then this is why I told you to pay attention and stay to the end. Number 5, they take ownership. When production drops, average producers look outward: rates, inventory, the economy, who's the president, what war's going on, the company they're at, the leads that they're getting or they're not getting, blaming other producers for taking the business that once was theirs. They ask the different questions. Did I make enough calls? Did I follow up long enough? Did I create enough visibility? Did I stay disciplined with my schedule? Did I avoid hard conversations? Because ownership is where growth starts, not excuses. Ownership every single time. And here's the truth that most people don't want to hear. Most law officers and realtors already know exactly what they need to do. They don't need another script. They don't need another dipshit on a podcast telling them the obvious things: to make phone calls, create relationships. But how many of you do? I have an episode coming up here in a few weeks that you guys are going to hear, watch, listen to, and it's going to talk about some of that coaching theories as well. Pay attention, because there's going to be some stuff I'm going to share in there that most of you don't even think to think. So let's get back to this one. Why is the market so hard for a lot of you right now? You don't have a higher standard of yourself. And that's really the gap. So a lot of $10 million producers never get past that. They become comfortable in that. But when you look at the business that they're doing and they're working for themselves and their families compared to some of the $100 million producers, you almost have to think that that's their mentality because of what they're denying themselves. Do they look at their calendar? Are they in the follow-up strategies? Are they purposely being visible? Are they disciplined? Are they looking to create new opportunities for themselves? Are they refusing to be average? Are they refusing to let being uncomfortable stop them from being successful? These are the questions that those folks are asking. These are why a lot of those folks are getting coached and getting mentored. They're going to the gym. They're working on themselves, their body, their minds. You have to start to break down those things. So after 25 years in business, I've learned that the jump from 10 million to 100 million is really one giant breakthrough, though. It's a series of small disciplines repeated long enough to compound day after day, week after week, year after year. Because the gap between average and elite usually isn't talent, like I said before. It's standards. And elite producers don't become elite by accident. They become elite by doing the things that most people know they should be doing to begin with, but don't do it consistently, at least not enough to make a change in their life. If this challenged you, do me a favor. Share it with another coworker. Share it with one of your realtors you work with, one of your law officers that you work with, who needs to hear it. Because the only difference between you and the guy up the road is that accountability. And if you're truly serious about operating at that higher level, make sure you subscribe, because that's exactly what we're going to talk about on the show every week, is ways for you to elevate your business and your brand.